He's one of the greatest boxers, if not the greatest boxer in history. He's absolutely sensational. But he retired years ago, and for me personally, I know these exhibition matches are entertaining. I like the one with Conor McGregor, not so much the one with Logan Paul. I just see some of these things, and this is just my personal feeling. This is not a movie. This is not Rocky 3, where Rocky is going against Thunderbolt, who that was his name, or Hulk Hogan, okay?
Floyd is not interested in boxing anymore.
Okay.
So he's interested in cashing in on events.
Before he wants an exhibition with me, but I disagree, and I don't want to fight with exhibition with him. I want to fight a real fight like this. So this is it. This is what I'm waiting for.
Outspoken analyst Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman have once again stirred controversy by criticizing Floyd Mayweather Jr. over the proposed rematch with Manny Pacquiao. The issue intensified after Mayweather publicly described the fight as an exhibition, despite reports suggesting that contracts had already been finalized for a legitimate professional bout. Stephen A. hinted that this could be a deliberate tactic, suggesting that Mayweather may be playing mind games to control the narrative and keep the attention focused on himself.
I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop.
Supporting Stephen A.'s viewpoint, several analysts believe that Mayweather's decision to label the fight as an exhibition is not accidental. Instead, they see it as a calculated strategy aimed at building hype and controversy. By creating confusion and debate, Mayweather could be trying to generate even more public interest and media attention around the event.
I think that this is just a selling point. I think ultimately Mayweather has to agree to whatever the contract is. If it's a fight, I think one of the comments the other day really made a point that, one of the comments in our chat made a point that, has really stuck with me. Mayweather has to know the terms he agreed to. Come on, I mean, you can't just sign something and not know those terms. You gotta know that if it is, in fact, it has to be a fight, then he would do this. And he knows he's got to go through with a fight. He may just be saying this just to sell the fight in general, just to sell it as, make it a talking point, make it a controversial point, so that people want to wind up, talking about it more. It becomes a topic of discussion, and then from that perspective, people end up watching. More people end up watching it because it becomes more of a polarizing topic of conversation. So I don't know. I see this eventually getting straightened out. I think it has to. I mean, Floyd has to fight right now. I think Mayweather probably wants to fight right now. I mean, Mayweather wants to fight and probably has to fight right now, and Pacquiao seems to want to and have to as well. So in one way or another, I think it's going to get straightened out.
The situation escalated further when Mayweather's statements directly contradicted Manny Pacquiao's position, as well as the expectations of promoters and broadcasters. This sudden inconsistency raised serious doubts about the true nature of the fight, leaving fans and stakeholders uncertain whether it will be a professional contest or merely an exhibition.
Manny, by chance, did you see what Floyd said? I think he might saying that he feels it's an exhibition and not a real fight.
Is that what he's feeling? But he signed a real fight.
So it's for sure.
Yes, the contract that we signed is a real fight.
Real fight, okay. Yeah, because I know he said
I want to fight an exhibition.
No exhibition. It's either real fight or not.
Yeah, it's a real fight. Yeah.
Is Spear still in Las Vegas?
That's the contract that he signed. I mean,
yeah. Okay, so it's still happening then.
He has to remember that.
But it's still on? It's still happening?
Oh yeah, we did sign the contract already, so there's no reason why.
Why wouldn't?
Why wouldn't?
Yeah. All right. Look good. You look already in shape. What adjustments do you think you're gonna make for the rematch? Adjustments compared to the first fight.
I have the improved and better strategy compared to the last one.
Manny Pacquiao Promotions has accused Mayweather of breaching their agreement. According to their claims, multiple contracts were signed, clearly confirming the fight as a professional bout. They also stated that there is strong documented evidence, including digital signatures and official records, to support their case.
Has been a breach of contract in terms of what Mayweather had to say the fight weekend of Fundora and Thurman. Apparently he did an interview said that it was an exhibition, that these guys didn't have anything to prove, that their legends were already set in stone, and that it would be an exhibition. He wasn't sure if it was going to be at the Sphere. Apparently, that is not true. According to a Boxing Scene article that interviewed Jaz Mathur, the CEO of Manny Pacquiao Promotions, said that, yes, the fight is contracted for the Sphere, booked at the Sphere, scheduled at the Sphere for September 19th. It is booked as a professional fight, not as an exhibition. It was never booked as an exhibition, which makes sense because Netflix got behind it, and I would assume that they would not want an exhibition. We said the other day, I think it was actually yesterday, we said that this fight has to be a real fight and not an exhibition because, one, Netflix is involved, two, Manny Pacquiao wants that get back, and two, also just betting lines. It's a huge aspect of this sport, and this kind of fight is going to generate a ton of money.
Max Kellerman confidently predicted that if the rematch takes place, Manny Pacquiao would win convincingly. He emphasized that Pacquiao has remained far more active in recent years, maintaining sharp combinations, speed, and a relentless pace, qualities that could give him a clear advantage over Mayweather.
Pacquiao is the active, sharper fighter by the time he fights Floyd in a rematch, and Floyd would be in danger of being stopped. And in that fight, there is a very good chance that Pacquiao will stop Floyd Mayweather. What?
Manny Pacquiao has consistently pushed for the rematch to be officially recognized as a professional fight. He has strongly rejected any suggestion of it being an exhibition, making it clear that he wants a legitimate contest. This firm stance has created a direct clash with Mayweather's reported preference, making negotiations more complicated.
It's up to him. If he come out to retirement, then we'll have a Mayweather Pacquiao too.
Would you do an exhibition with him, or would you potentially entertain an exhibition with someone like maybe a Conor McGregor?
No, I don't like exhibition. Like I want if Mayweather is my opponent, I don't like exhibition. Like I want fight. Like there's a decision.
Reports suggest that Mayweather may have already received advance payments tied specifically to a professional fight agreement. These payments were allegedly based on the bout being officially sanctioned, raising concerns that changing its status to an exhibition could potentially violate contractual obligations.
Mayweather has already taken a cash advance payment of his purse for the upcoming Manny Pacquiao rematch on Netflix, despite it currently being in jeopardy. I don't even know how that's possible. Who gave him a cash advance before they even got to the fight? I understand like paying some up front to secure the fight, but paying everything? Maybe it's not what it is. Maybe the cash advance is like partially. But still, what? So if this is to be believed, and this is via ESPN, this is not, random Twitter person reporting this. I think Mike Coppinger also reported the same thing. If this is to be believed, Floyd took a cash advance and then undermined the promotion of his own fight to try to protect his 50-0 record and still make a...
Stephen A. Smith also criticized Mayweather by questioning the level of competition he has faced in recent years. He raised doubts about whether Mayweather's recent opponents truly represent elite-level boxing, suggesting that his choices may not reflect the standards expected from a fighter of his legacy.
When you're that great and you're that elite, not just anyone deserves to be in a ring with you, even if you are retired, even if it is for exhibition purposes. A lot of people out there wish they could be in the ring, on a basketball court with a LeBron James. All right? You don't deserve it. You're not him. You're not on his level. He's so elite. He's so phenomenal. You don't deserve to be in that arena with him unless you've earned it. So that's just how I look at it. These exhibitions and all of that stuff, that little melee and stuff don't matter to me. As far as I'm concerned, it could have potentially been orchestrated. I don't know. But I do know not just anybody should be allowed to be in the ring with Floyd Money Mayweather.
Max Kellerman expanded on this criticism by arguing that Mayweather has developed a business strategy focused on high-reward, low-risk fights. According to him, Mayweather has been taking on YouTubers, UFC fighters, and other non-elite opponents, allowing him to earn massive paydays while avoiding serious risks.
Floyd was like, well, actually, from the fighter's point of view, my best interest is take minimal risk, maximum reward, not get hit, get out with all my money and all my marbles, right? Like, that's in the fighter's best interest. Fighters and fans' interest diametrically opposed. And so what Floyd figured out after a while, for example, with Pacquiao, Stephen A., is I don't have to fight this dude at the height of his powers. I can wait. Okay, I'll fight him now. Now there's pent-up demand. I'm going to make 5 times more than I would have made back then to fight a guy who's not as dangerous as he was back then. That's smart. And then what he realized is, wait a minute, because Conor McGregor's rise, I don't even have to fight fighters, boxers. I can fight dudes who don't box and make $100 million. Now, what fool wouldn't do that if he could? Why fight a guy who's trained his whole life to box you for $30 million when you can fight a guy who hasn't trained his whole life boxing for $100 million? Well, of course, Floyd's right about that, so that's what he did. And since then, he's realized, Stephen A., he never has to get in the ring with a dude who's trained his whole life to box and he can make money. Whether it's a Japanese kickboxer, right, who's smaller than him, whether it's Logan Paul, who's a YouTube star who's twice his size, it doesn't matter. If you haven't trained in boxing your whole life, it's easy work for Floyd at any age, and he's going to make tens and tens of millions of dollars.
The controversy has intensified with Mayweather's continued involvement in exhibition fights against crossover athletes. Reports even suggest that some planned exhibitions, including one involving kickboxer Mike Zambides, could potentially conflict with the terms of the Pacquiao agreement, adding further complexity to the situation.
Would be one of the most detrimental moments in Floyd Mayweather's career. Floyd Mayweather is back. Iron Mike Zambides is actually from K1. And this dude was a monster. From the highlights I've seen, he would walk up to you, fire off combinations, and send your chin into the 4th dimension. Here's the only problem. His last fight was 10 years ago. So I don't expect Zambides to, put on a masterful performance against Mayweather and beat him, but I also don't expect Mayweather to do a lot of damage to Zambides. Mayweather's 48 years old. Mike Zambides is 45 years old. If Mike Zambides comes in and he's got that, quick style where he can just unload pressure on Floyd Mayweather, again, this could be a huge moment for Zambides and a detrimental moment for Mayweather. So, what do you think of Floyd Money Mayweather versus Iron Mike Zambides?
Despite all the tension, CEO Jazz Mather has expressed confidence that the rematch will still happen as an official professional fight. He described it as a highly anticipated and globally significant event, adding that both fighters are still in strong condition and capable of delivering an exciting contest.
Do you feel the demand is going to match up to the expectations?
Better. I think that demand-wise, people are always going to have comments. They're always going to have something to say. A lot of people are excited. A lot of people are saying, oh, this fight's not going to do that great. Or why are they doing this? They're so old. They're this, that. Those are going to be the first people that are going to want to watch it. I think leading up closer to the fight, when people start seeing their training camp videos, then they're going to be like, wow, this is not a joke. These guys are in serious conditioning, right? There's a lot of time you see boxers, they're in their early 20s, they're great. And when they hit their mid 30s, they're completely out and they just can't continue anymore. These guys are different. They're built different. They are different. There's a reason why they're global icons, not just boxers.
According to Jazz Mather, the fight is expected to be scheduled for 10 to 12 rounds using 8-ounce gloves. These conditions are designed to balance competitiveness with the fighters' current stage in their careers. Meanwhile, Pacquiao's team is pushing for a 147-pound welterweight limit, although the final decision is still under negotiation.
Get into some of the key particulars as well. How many rounds is the fight? What weight will it be contested at? What ounce gloves will be used? Can you share some details there?
So 10 to 12 rounds, 8-ounce gloves. The weight has not been confirmed yet. Okay, we're still waiting on Floyd's side for this one, but it'll be we're hoping around 147 is what Manny wants.
Gotcha. And it sounds like the rounds could be either 10 or 12?
10 or 12, yeah.
And these will be 3-minute rounds?
Yeah.
Max Kellerman highlighted the historical importance of their first fight, which was famously known as the fight of the century. It became the highest-grossing bout of its time, generating massive global attention and revenue. Because of that success, major platforms like Netflix are reportedly interested in supporting a rematch, to recreate the same level of hype and nostalgia.
And when people say the biggest fight in boxing history, you know, if you don't adjust for inflation, et cetera, or tickets sold, et cetera, you know, Joe Louis and Max Schmeling, the rematch, Ali and Frazier, the first fight, these were the biggest fights in boxing history. But Mayweather and Pacquiao was easily the biggest fight of its era, of the generation. And it was the highest grossing fight of all time. Because it had 4.4 million pay-per-view buys at $100 a pop. Do the math, right? It's interesting because Netflix is obviously in the business of, you said, eventizing. Yes. Everyone, they want enormous events that become shared experiences. In a way, in this day and age, partly because of delivery systems of content like Netflix, everything is so niche. You know, everything is so compartmentalized that there's very few shared experiences. It's one of the reasons that the NFL is such a...
Kellerman also discussed the ongoing debate about legacy and pound-for-pound greatness between the two fighters. Some favor Mayweather due to his undefeated record and defensive brilliance, while others believe Pacquiao's aggressive style, willingness to face top opponents, and success across multiple weight classes give him a stronger legacy. The debate remains subjective and continues to divide opinions.
What's going to happen in Mayweather-Pacquiao? Are you interested in it? Is it a good fight?
Yeah.
I'll be watching.
Watch it. The first one was awful, but now they're 50 years old. Let's see it.
Why though? But you didn't like the first time.
No, I didn't.
I'm not watching the second.
You didn't like that match?
No, the first fight.
I forgot. So when it wasn't grandpa,
easy. I know you
But
didn't like it.
by the way, that fight went more or less how I thought it would go. I always thought it would go that way.
But you like Pacquiao more.
No, I didn't like the fact that it was
Who's your favorite fighter, Pacquiao or Floyd? Come on, we know it's Pacquiao.
I know Pacquiao. Actually, Floyd. Watching Floyd fight is actually more my style of that perfect boxer.
That's what
when I do a pound-for-pound ranking, I'm trying to be objective. Pacquiao jumped more weight classes. What he did pound for pound to me was more impressive.
But you have him over Floyd.
But I never thought Pacquiao was going to beat Floyd.
Manny Pacquiao has reportedly intensified his training and preparation for the rematch, treating it as a serious professional fight. He is said to be completing between 30 to 36 rounds of training daily to improve endurance, speed, and overall sharpness, making it clear that he is not approaching this as an exhibition.
I don't need somebody to push me to work hard, work more, but I did. I always put that in my mind when I'm in training. I have to do extra mile to get that condition. Like, for example, my fight is 12 rounds, so I'm doing 30 rounds, at least 30 to 36 rounds every day. Wow. So that's that's 30 rounds and 36 rounds that's a hard push, like not like taking lightly, but just push 30 rounds. So when I get to the ring, so whatever happens, I have stamina, I have gas, whatever happens. So that's the makes the fans happy and enjoy the show because of action. Because if I'm a fan, if I'm a fan and going to watch a fight, so I want to see a fight that more on action because that's what I want to see.
In multiple recent interviews, Pacquiao has firmly reiterated his position. He insists that the rematch must be officially sanctioned and counted toward both fighters' professional records. For him, this is about legacy, credibility, and ensuring that the outcome has real significance in boxing history.
You mentioned not being 100% the first time around. I think it was a shoulder, right? Was it a shoulder issue that you were fighting popped up during training? To the fans who are excited about this, but a little bit worried about another injury coming up because we're all 11 years older than we were back in 2015. To them and their concerns, you say what?
Well, both of us are disciplined fighters, so him and me, we taking care of our body, and we always work out almost every day and playing basketball like that. So right now, I still can fight. Like I feel like I'm still young. I mean, nothing changed.
With all these developments, the debate continues to grow. Do you think Floyd Mayweather Jr. is making a smart business move by controlling the narrative, or is he risking the integrity of boxing as a sport? Share your opinion.